You know, when I used to make music, when people used to play my music like that, it used to annoy me.
Swear though. I used to tell people, but I used to think it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just I don't know.
It's a bit awkward. I don't know
what to do. I don't know what to say. Come on. But you know what's so mad about that as well? That when you tell people you do music full time, they look at you as, okay, what's your job? Music. I do music. That's my passion and job. But they look at you as like, that's not a real job. Because you're not maybe wearing a tie or going to the city. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not your 9 to 5 sort of thing.
I think that's around Africans though.
This is good. I think that's something you definitely want to get into. I can't lie to you. But it's only right that we introduce you properly.
Jeez.
We got Moelogo and we know it's going to be a banger. So.
Hey. See the big girl, she my homie, yeah. Oh Lord, I hold her close to you, nah. Goshi, if I show you love.
So let's have it.
Come on.
So like I said, we've got Moelogo, an artist that I've definitely listened to from the get-go of his music journey. We're just having him here today to talk about everything and anything. So your journey, culture, just your beginning really. I want to find out firstly how you found lockdown. What's that been like for you? How are you?
Lockdown has hit everybody, man. Everyone has been affected by it, but I feel like just think positively, you know. Like obviously you get to spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and you get to actually have time for yourself a bit more than worrying about work and everything. So for me, it kind of stopped me from obviously traveling to go do some other work in LA or whatever, but I still use that time to make music as well. So
okay,
I can't wait for the new music coming out.
Jeez,
new music coming out.
Yeah.
How's it been for everyone else? Everyone else been alright?
It's been good. In terms of like I've been able to focus on my work. Managed to keep work as well because I know it's been difficult for other people, but I have missed going out, and that's kind of weird for someone like me who I'm happy to just chill out.
You don't go out.
I'm literally happy to just chill at home and just it's made me realise that I need to start enjoying life a bit more, especially my people around me. Start creating memories because literally a whole year gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of lockdown, but the projects people have been putting out since lockdown have been so much better, and I don't know if that's because people have more time now to just be at home and just be working on their craft.
I think that's a question for you then.
I don't know. You can ask my manager. I don't really check for other people like that too tough to even to criticize their work. I just love, if I hear the music, I like it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like maybe some people have taken more time into their craft, but I mean, it's music, isn't it? It's subjective.
Have you been able to find inspiration still while in lockdown?
Trust me, definitely, man.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because my music's more about, my life and what I go through, or when I see other people's, struggles and that. So I like to speak on that. Okay. So even if I'm not going through it, I can talk to you, hear how you're feeling, and put that into a song. Or hopefully someone else, you know what I mean? Okay. Gets it and be like, you know what? That's how I'm feeling. Thanks for actually speaking for me, or thanks for showing the world that, you know what, I'm not alone, type of thing.
I think it's interesting. He said at the start it's about you and your journey, your music, isn't it? So I know a bit about you, about obviously Nigeria, and let's go into that a little bit. What is that like, being Nigerian and also obviously operating in the industry, in terms of, is that something that comes first to you? Are you a Nigerian above all, or are you just a musician? What comes first in terms of representing yourself?
Being a human being comes first.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And being Nigerian is just the best thing, man. I just love I love our culture. I love representing, and just the fact that I can do that while I'm in the UK and not, feel the pressure of I need to be so English, you know what I mean? So my English, I'm Nigerian first, English is not my first language, so sometimes I'm just speaking about my English can be left, because that's just me, you know what I mean? So I'm so grateful that I can use that in my music, in my way of life, and merge both together, man, and just find that unique sound.
And you do it excellently, I think.
Thanks,
man. I've listened to a lot of your music, like I said initially, and you do it perfectly. So my question really at this point is, where you said obviously you're Nigerian human being first. Yeah. Have you dealt with, in terms of, you said lockdown has been good for you, but mental health wise, in terms of have you managed to stay okay? Because I know that you've got a new project coming out.
Yeah.
So has music been the reason you're okay, or are you just okay because of the person you are? What are those things?
I think it's music and your loved ones around you. Because boy, I would be lying to you if I tell you I didn't break down. I did. You know what I mean? And it's hard. No one's gonna. Everyone creates this image of they think artist life is crazy, amazing, like they're making millions, and no, they're human beings as well. They go through a lot of things, and I feel like for me personally, the reason why I could bounce back from what I was going through, because I had real ones around me that actually care about me. They cared about Mohammed, not Moelogo. You know what I mean? They care about Moelogo as well, but it's Mohammed. Obviously, if Mohammed is not feeling good, then Moelogo ain't gonna be doing what he does. So I feel like having real people around you that actually they don't care about the fame life. They care about the person. So for me, that's what kept me going. And I was able to speak to people and let them know how I feel, and just get the advice.
I think that's the same with most of us, really. That's the same with me in terms of like what you said is quite key in terms of the people around you. I know it's the same for you, and the same for you also, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's not easy, man. It's like not having people to speak to because you're in your own thoughts. Like you're actually speaking to yourself. You're telling yourself you're good, then you're telling yourself you're not good, then you're saying, I'm tired of this, I can't do this no more. It's like you're running mad. Sometimes people feel like you need a solution. No, sometimes you just want to speak to people and just lay it all out. I just want to tell you how I feel. Like, you may not have a solution for me, but at least you've heard me, kind of thing.
Yes.
That's why sometimes creatives go on rants, like myself. I've done it bare times where I just go on Twitter, I'm just saying bare bullshit because I have no one to talk to. And I felt like maybe I need to speak to people on Twitter because I'm closest to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's mad. That's why when you see people say the wrong things, they don't mean to. It's just they just lost it. And I mean,
I think we do definitely.
That's interesting.
I remember the first thing that is in your hand is your phone.
Yeah.
Like every time social media, you're just like, fuck this, man, I can't do this no more, blah blah.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone.
Do you know how many times I've deleted social media, and then I'll delete like the app, and then I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 days I just download it back.
Yeah, same thing with me, man. Like sometimes they're like, yo, come off social media. I'm like, yeah. And then maybe 1-2 days I've tried and like, fam.
But that actually helps you when you just want to rant, and social media is a good way for you to exert yourself.
But the best thing that I've learned now is speak to people. If people are not around, maybe they're busy because they have their own life as well.
Yeah.
Just write everything you want to write in your note. Just write on your note.
You keep on your phone, you mean?
Like you can type everything in your notes, and then after you've typed it, then read it and delete it. Because instead of writing on Twitter, like you can write on your notes or write a song or something.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing lately, which is like, if I've gone through something, maybe, or you've wronged me, or you've done something, I'm gonna put it through music and make money.
I'm gonna have to try that still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can answer the question, but I have so many questions to ask.
I wanted, because we were talking about 2020, I just wanted to ask about the 2 EPs you put out in 2020, because the first thing I noticed was the titles. One was myself, one was me.
Me, myself. Yeah.
Is that I coming?
Yeah.
I told you.
What was funny is that I was telling my manager, I was like, should we change it? And because they were thinking I's coming, let's just change it and say me, myself, and us. Don't do something.
Shock them.
Don't do something stupid. But I just said, no, it's cool, man. And the project is like, I love the journey, man.
Are we going to be able to talk about that project later?
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh, perfect. So what's your question?
Okay.
Sorry.
I was going to, well, now that you kind of explained it, because both of them seem very like you're looking inwardly.
Yeah,
the title's the name. Would you say that's what was the idea behind
Definitely, it was. Me was the first proper emotional one, because I was going for some bullshit during that time, and I wanted to just speak about how I felt, and that was the start of it. You know what I mean? I had a idea that I wanted to make an EP, but we didn't think we were gonna make me, myself, and I, because the last one I did was the Magic EP. And me was like the start. I want to do like a trilogy and just show people that, this is who I am. I'm gonna give you guys this EPs, and this is it. No more EPs. I'm gonna be having fun after this.
Yeah.
Okay, that was me. But the only thing is, I wanted this a quick note. Self-Love. I really like that tune.
Yeah.
Though my only thing is, I wish it was a bit longer, because it's like, Because with the instrumentals that you use and everything, and then your parts, especially at the start and the end, and I just needed it to be like...
Yeah, when was making
like
Self-Love with Incisive, we actually had a long conversation, like 2 hours, because he wasn't even meant to be there. He was. I think he was moving houses with his family or whatever, but I said, bro, I need you on this song because I feel like you're the best person that can, just bring out what I need in the song. And he was just speaking, said, how do you feel? I said, right now, I'm trying to love myself back because I feel like I'm going through so much. And if I don't love myself, I can't love anybody else. I always say this kind of thing. Even your family as well, like, or you won't have time for them because you don't actually have time for yourself. So we were just speaking, and then literally, that's how the song came about.
Okay.
I want to ask about 2 songs, but I know you have a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say so. It's clear that when you do music, you're reflecting your experience, right?
Yeah.
And us lot can relate to your experience, especially me. One of the songs I love from you is the 15th. I know it's not your song, but I really like it. What I love more about that song is the visuals. It talks about Lagos and it talks about Tottenham. And that relates to me a lot because I was born in Lagos. Then I came to Tottenham. Then I'm gonna see all these images. I'm like, then you say Lagos, I wanna come home. I'm just like,
Cool, singing.
no. I'm not logo singing it, but I'm saying like stuff like that is really good that you can see an artist that reflects. Does that come across your mind when you're writing songs that this is gonna hit someone else or?
Definitely.
Do you want to tell the story of how that song came together? I know you told me how that song came together.
Oh, okay, there's a story.
Yeah, I wasn't meant to be in that song. It wasn't. I think the Rich wasn't thinking about me or Sneak Boy at that moment of time. It was a session for him. He was working on his album or something at that time. So I was doing studio right to that time with SOS, Mo and Mikey. And I was chilling. So obviously it was Rich's session. I said, I'm gonna step out.
Yeah.
And they said, no, chill. Let's just hang around, blah, blah, blah. And they were speaking, and we're just speaking about music, like what he wants to make. And then he asked me where am I from. I said I'm from SE15, and he's from North London, N15. And I think they were just playing the beat type of thing, and he said, Mo, just try something. So I was in the studio, just melodies, I don't even know what came to my mind, but just melodies, and then we put words to it, and we said we want to speak about, being in London, chilling with your mandems, the hustle, but at the same time you want to go back home as well and just relate with people and show them that, you know what?
So you Lagos in yard, I'm guessing.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So and then when I done the hook on it, he done his verse, and we was not thinking, who can we put on this song? Then he said, Avelino on his side, and I said, you know what? I think Sneakbo will make sense because he's from Southwest London as well, and he's Nigerian, so you can just merge all that thing together.
Nice.
So it's Peckham, Brixton, and North London, Tottenham.
The chemistry on that track is amazing.
And what's so mad is that the video was done, I think, like in the same week.
Oh, really?
Oh, so
so was that someone else in Nigeria?
No, because someone else flew to Nigeria to shoot those different parts.
God, when? I don't know what. I was flying out to Nigeria. Let's go.
It was an amazing song, man. I felt like it also showed a lot of people like how talented I am in a sense of like, I can make music with different people and still be myself, you know what I mean, and not try to be somebody else.
I want to ask a question. You're about to make a question.
Yeah, go on.
So one is Shangoati Oya.
Yeah.
They did Logo Prayer.
Yeah.
And very Yoruba sort of base oriented. Like this is culture. Like if you know kind of thing, innit? So I just want to understand in terms of when you're writing those lyrics, when it's like Yoruba and it's prayerful and all those things, what do you tap into? Because I know you've been there for donkeys. I know you're born in Nigeria, but you've been there for donkeys. So how do you stay in touch with Nigeria and put out your songs?
I watch a lot of Nollywood movies. Trust me, like people that around me. If I come to your house here, if you give me your YouTube, I'm watching your movies. I love being Yoruba, man. I love speaking it. I love the culture, so I always try to put that in my music. Even if I'm working or writing for other people, like you can tell that it's from a cultural place.
Do you know that reminds me of one time there was a tweet trending. I think it was your grandma. Yeah. And she did a prayer for you. That would ask. I was like, that's my own. So I know that your grandma has a heavy influence.
Yeah, definitely. My grandma's a Christian, so I went to church when I was living in Nigeria. I used to go to church with my grandma, CSE in Mushin.
Really?
So that's where I feel like that's where I got my... Okay, no. So I feel like that's where I got all my musical melodies from, to be honest, because when people listen, they're like, "Are you sure you're not Christian?" No, I'm not.
Yeah, because your grandma was
so I feel like I love gospel music, so I've always listened to gospel music, and I don't know, I just feel like for me, like with music, once you tap into the emotions first and the feelings are there, the melody's right, you're good, man. Because
it's interesting, like, so I'm assuming you're very close with your grandma, right?
That's
so me too. When I was in Nigeria, I was growing up with my grandma as well, and she was speaking Yoruba to me because she wasn't really speaking English that much. There was one time my mom left me there for like a week. Then my mom went to go and pick me up. She was going to a party on a Saturday, and she picked me up, and I was there. I was like 3-4 years old. She's like, Joe. I was like, Mum's like, oh, mommy to DRL. Cool. So I was like, you know, they have that so much influence in you. Like, so it's really
definitely. Like my grandma, like I grew up with my grandma, innit? Because my mom traveled for school because she had me when she was schooling at that time.
Okay.
So she went to Cyprus doing her schooling stuff, but so I stayed with my grandmom throughout. You know, I only met my mom when I was 10.
Really?
Yeah.
So your grandma was like your mom.
Literally when my mom gave birth to me, she gave me to my grandmom.
Okay.
And then because they were staying in Ondo State that time, I was born in Ondo State. Okay. Then my grandma went to Lagos, but my mom had to go back for school and stuff. So I met my mom when I was 10 years old. Okay. But I always hear her voice. She will send me like tapes of her singing to me or talking to me. Then send me pictures. And So your mom sang as well, or she's? Well, she said she did. She was singing, but I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So
it's clearly like a generational thing that she.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Like she should sing with her brethren back in the days, but it's Muslim singing thing, man.
Okay.
So how does that work? You said your grandma is Christian.
Yeah,
I'll go into faith just a little bit.
So my grandma's devoted Christian, as in CAC. But she married to my granddad, who's a Muslim.
Okay.
So my mom obviously chose my granddad's side to be a Muslim. Okay. And I've got uncles who are Christians as well. So it's like different faith in it. Okay. But same thing, to be honest. Like I feel like, you know what, boy, like, if you invite me to your church, I'll go there. I'll sing with you. I'll say Jesus' name, everything. I don't mind. Because for me, it's about the prayer, innit? You know?
Yeah.
When they're not doing anything bad,
evil,
what's the point? Like, I can go there. No.
Can I then ask you a question, actually? Because you made that song, like I said before, Shango Ati Oya.
Yeah.
Where you said that when they're not doing anything bad. How do you see, this is away from everything else.
Yeah.
How do you see those sort of what we call tradition?
Yeah.
That some people call maybe black magic or juju, whatever. And you obviously made a song about Shango and Oya,
yeah.
Which
that's our Romeo and Juliet, by the way.
Some people look at it as gods.
Yeah, they are.
Gods. How do you what is like in terms of faith and then culture? Is there like?
I think that's people's faith as well. You know, because before we all know the whole slavery, blah blah. You know what I mean? If they didn't come, everybody would have idol in their house. It's about your worshiping Shango or you're worshiping Oshun. You know what I mean? There's people that still worship Oshun today. So I feel like that's what people know, and it works for them, and then that's it. You know what I mean? I always tell people, don't criticize other people's things if you don't know it. That's if you're a Christian, be a Christian. If you're a Muslim, be a Muslim. If you're idol worshipper, that's what you do, and it helps you. You know.
Because that's actually interesting. The way you're talking, I can see you're someone who's like got that calm, that nice man. I'm not even surprised that Richard was able to talk to you and like what no, like you see like
it's my skill. It's your skills. It's my good people skills.
It's not the first time I've met you. I met you a time before in a party and you were showing all love, and I know another guy that's also he's met you on the road and whatnot. He said like you're a cool guy as well, and it's kind of interesting. Also, my other friend, he met Adekunle Gold as well. He said. He's a cool guy as well. So I want to know, because I can see that you and Adekunle Gold, you're very cool people. You like to talk to people. You DM fans when they talk to you and whatnot. Like, what is that? Why is it just your nature? Or?
For me, I don't see it as anything, because at the end of the day, you're making music to touch people's lives. So I don't see all that acting up that I can't reply to people because what are you doing it for then? You know what I mean? I feel like, some people do that. They want to look a certain way. I'm not replying to people to make them look like they're busy. But half of the people that do what we do, trust me, most of them are not busy. It's just like to put that, I can't get in touch with him. You know what I mean? But for me, I love talking to people, man. Because when I speak to people, even on Twitter, like my supporters or fans, as they say, that I learn from them. I get inspirations from speaking to them as well. Like sometimes I may have my mind might be blocked, but speaking to someone what they're going through, I can use that to inspire myself.
Dude, that's cool, man. I like that. I like that. Great. Okay, now we've talked about like how you said your mum was singing as well. Was there a lot of music being played in your household when you were young?
You have no choice. You're Nigerian. Like, even if your house is not playing music, your neighbors are playing music, or Nigerians we love music. So it's like you're always gonna be around music.
Because a lot of your songs that I've listened to, like Ireti and all these other songs, I feel like there's some King Sunny Ade influence, some Ebenezer Obey influence. Yeah. So I'm assuming that was a lot of the songs that was played while you were growing up.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was 3 years ago that I found out from my grandmom that we're related, that King Sunny Ade.
Really?
And then I met him in Nigeria when I was doing a radio interview. And it was just the best feeling ever.
Really?
I saw him like this, I just prostrated
of
straight.
Course,
like,
nice.
You know what I mean? And then when I said like where I'm from Ondo State, it was like, it was like, that family, blah, blah, blah. So it was dope, man.
That's nice.
I don't know if you've got another question, but I was going to ask that kind of relates to everyone that is growing up being African in the United Kingdom. We know at one point it wasn't cool. We're not going to, like, it might be cool for individuals, but to be out and be like, I'm African. It wasn't a thing where someone's like, where you from? Be like, why are you asking questions, man? Leave me alone. You didn't answer that question.
Some people say they're from Jamaica.
This is it. Everyone was Jerome or whatever.
I can't relate still. It's true, that did happen.
That is the thing, and I know that now we're at a point where our culture is almost like
celebrate.
It's gold, isn't it? Everybody wants a piece of it. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful that everybody wants to learn about the culture. You know what I mean? So. Dope.
Do you know when you came here? I think it was like 2001 when you came here. How was it for you settling in? Did you feel like you had to hide it, or was it like you couldn't hide it?
I came the same,
you couldn't hide it.
I was a freshie. I'm still a freshie, but back then it was just, I don't know, because I've never been that person of not being yourself.
Okay.
So when I came here, it was just like, okay, these are people I've never seen in my life, and you need to understand, I've always been in Nigeria since I was born, so seeing different colors was new to me, like aliens to me. Like even when I got to the airport in I don't even know if it was Heathrow or Gatwick, I don't even know. I remember that's the first time I ever saw snow.
Oh,
I went mad.
When they brought you in like during winter?
I went mad. I'm like, what is this?
It's different.
I don't even understand. Like, you don't see snow.
I know.
So when I saw this, I'm like, what is this? This is crazy. Like, mad. Because in Nigeria, you will see them during Christmas time, them snow globe things. I'm thinking, wait, is this the real one? It was nuts. And then that's the first time I had McDonald's as well. It was nonsense.
It was like, dead food.
I didn't eat for the plane. They gave me, that's the first time eating fries as well. Because who's giving you fries in Nigeria? Like, what do you mean when they eat chips? How? So I saw and they gave me the nugget. I'm like, what is this? And I can't wait to like eat pounded jam or something like that.
Bro, that reminds me. Wow.
I remember the first time we got to the airport, we left there, and then the first place I went to was Elephant Castle. That was the first place. I remember back then, I didn't have to pronounce it properly, so I used to call it Elephant Castle.
Elephant Castle,
So it was mad. So when I speak to people in Nigeria, like, I'm in Elephant Castle, like, and then people said, no, it's not Elephant Castle, fam, it's Elephant Castle. Like it's silent.
Elephant Castle. That's how we say it. But that reminds me, because like when I came here as well, my mom used to tell me like all this like Rice Krispies and all this stuff. I wouldn't. What's that? I wouldn't have that Gary out to drink. You know?
Gary,
so I go to school, my stomach like this, and like it took me a while to start adjusting.
It's your boy.
I had to adjust though. I think for me, adapting during school time was key for me.
Okay.
So I was listening to people speak and just kind of imitating them, kind of thing, just learning. And I mean, for me, I don't know. A lot of people got bullied in school. Don't get me wrong, but luckily for me, I wasn't. You know what I mean? And I feel like people
What was your thing for not getting bullied? Because me, it was football. I played football, so like that was my thing to go do. But how did you sort of not say get away?
I think for me, music, innit? Like I love the music class, and just maybe the way I spoke, I don't know. Yeah, just different. I don't know. So you know what I mean? I was able to make friends with people easily, and I feel like they protected me, innit? So. Not saying that people didn't try it, but I had people that said no.
No.
That's cool, man. That's calm.
Yeah.
That is sick. I do love that element of our culture now being at the forefront of it. I remember when I spoke to you, you said something that I think was quite important, where you said even though you're a Nigerian artist, you're Nigerian, but also just an artist.
Yeah, literally.
There's a thing where people like you might be called an Afrobeat artist.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on that?
I remember this is a long time ago, and it was on Twitter, and there was I think they would try to put me in the UK Afrobeats, blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm not a UK Afrobeats artist. Don't put me in that box. And I felt like they took it like I was trying to shit on them. No, I wasn't. I was just saying that you can't box me. I can work with anybody, a rock band or a Bollywood artist, and I'll still be myself. So that's what I was trying to explain that time. Some people took it personal, but I didn't care, you know, because I'm like, I'm not a UK Afrobeat artist. My music is different in a sense that, you know, there's so much more into it. Anyone can listen to it and relate to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's it.
Andrew, you make music.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say because it's usually not the artists that actually put themselves into the box. It's the people who listen to the art music that puts it into the box.
But I also feel as an artist as well, when they do ask you that question, you should make it clear that you can't, I'm not just a UK artist. It doesn't make sense. Like, why are you a UK artist? You know what I mean? Yeah. You can come from the UK, but you know, your music should be able to like
translate.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's really key for an artist. And I feel that's why someone like Drake can do so well, because he's tapped into different music. And I feel like if you try different things, you ultimately evolve, you become better. Yeah. So I think that's really
good. Can I be devil's advocate? No. So where would you put yourself then?
I'm just a musician.
Okay.
Literally a musician that's African. That's Nigerian. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's not shy to be Nigerian on the songs.
Right. I think that's what's made UK Afro beats seem a lot more authentic, because I remember there was a time when we were really into Afro beats, it was mostly the artists that were in Africa. Yeah, but the UK ones you would say make quote unquote Afro beats now, it's like on the same, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's on the same level, and I think that might be to do with like authenticity and just actually focusing on making the music, and instead of trying to make what you think.
Yeah, I mean there's a different sound to like how people make music in Nigeria and how people make music in the UK. I get that, you know what I mean, but I feel like to just box someone because that's what you want to see them as is wrong.
Speaking of EPs, I'm speaking to the mic. Moniberry, I have one question I want to ask you. In terms of, you said I is the next project, right? How do you go about getting features for an EP called I, where it's like you?
Yeah, no.
So how does that work when you get somebody else on a feature? And if you feel free to name any other person.
To be honest, I didn't want to get features like that.
So you have features?
My manager said, do you know what, just let's see what happens. So when I went to Nigeria, I didn't even plan it. The people that I put on the EP wasn't planned. I didn't call them like I'm coming to Nigeria, blah blah. I just met them. I said, you know what, listen, I've got this song. I feel like you sound dope on it if you listen to it. And that's how literally happened. So I got the likes of Adekunle Gold on it. Q Dot.
I'm actually excited for how you and Q Dot are gonna come with that track, you know. Q Dot's underrated, man.
How many more can I name? I've got the Caveman on it.
Okay.
I've got Alpha Ginny on it. I've got LAX on it.
Okay, LAX, nice.
I've got Laycon, the Big Brother. I hate using the word Big Brother. Laycon is an artist.
Yeah.
Laycon on it.
Yeah.
Who else? Help me out. Ricardo Banks.
You got Ricardo Banks as well.
So is this the one? Is this the one that's gonna like? Boom. Yeah. This is the one. This is the plan.
Definitely.
Hey, you heard that exclusive.
I feel like this is gonna be like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, you know what I mean? And he's in his lane, and he's not trying to be anything else. He's always been in his lane, and I'm excited, man. Really, really excited about this.
I can't wait to be in that with the video, the one we talked about. You know, I'm joking.
I'm really excited, man.
No, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. So, would you say, in terms of inspiration-wise, where does that come from?
Sometimes I may wake up 4 o'clock in the morning and I just get inspired to make a song, especially the one with Q Dot. I called him at 3 something in the morning in Nigeria, and that time was moving house. He just came back from Dubai. I said, bro, I just woke up, this song that I've done and I feel like you love it. He said, send it to him. I sent it to him. I think it wasn't even up to a minute. He said, bro, this is about my life. Like,
Jeez.
I love this song. I said, guy, I'm coming to meet you. He said, let's meet you for tomorrow. I said, bro, I need to come and see you right now.
Because the vibe is the
I booked the Uber. Like, it was like 4 a.m. People were still sleeping. I went to his house. His house was so like far. And I said, you know what? It was worth it.
Yeah.
Because the song, when you hear it, you can tell that, you know, this is... Everyone can relate to it, man. Like,
are you shooting videos for this EP?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So this year is more about visuals for me. I told you I was going to be in. I feel like this year is more about visuals for me in the sense that, you know, I don't really show myself. You know, people know the voice, and I feel like some people might not know the face to the music.
Yes.
So this time around, more visuals to show people like, yo, this is me.
You going big trip. Like, what is the image sorted? Or
my manager's doing everything. So big
up the manager.
Nice.
That's exciting to be that place in your journey where it's like I feel like everyone gets to the point where you feel like when you believe in what you're doing, there's that point of like the change comes and you're like, I'm sure it's happened in everyone's career. Where there's that point where you know what you have to do and you have to do this one thing. They say if you're doing what you've done before and expecting a different result, then you're sort of crazy, right? So now you're going to change it up to hopefully achieve amazing things.
And I feel like it's not easy. It's going to be hard. There'll be days that you just feel like, you know, nothing's happening. I've had that so many times. I've had that. Even just like last month, I was going for like, yo, man, you have meetings with people and it doesn't turn out to be like, this is crazy, man. But you still have that self-belief that, you know what, things are going to turn around. And you know, you have people around you that tell you that just keep going, man. Like don't lose hope. And you know, God will just turn around and just say, guy, it's your time now. This is it.
Go blow.
You know.
I like that.
His EP is done. That's it's ready.
The EP is done.
Okay.
Getting mixed and mastered. Also waiting for the artwork as well.
You got time in mind?
Can we say as well? We think around July.
Just give us everything.
Hey, heard that exclusive, you know.
Hopefully
July.
Hopefully around July. But I want to bring out some singles before it comes out, so people can just get the feel of it.
Oh no, I'm super excited.
Queued up, Bella.
And everybody on the EP wanted to be on the EP. It's not a thing of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like if it's real. I mean, so that's one.
I think it's nice that like. For everyone, I'm sure, if you have those people that believe in your thing, it sort of elevates you straight away because you're like, I'm not crazy.
Gives you that
they
confidence.
see what I see. I think that's also sick. I've got a question because when I looked at your Clubhouse bio, you had names in there like Omarion.
Yeah.
See, I saw Tiwa Savage. That was like, I can understand that. When I saw Marion in there, I wanted to know in terms of when you write, when you pen, do you just pen for yourself? Or did you pen to give it out? Or is it, how does that work in terms of when you...
It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I get called in for sessions for different artists to write for them. Or sometimes I'm at home and I just write a song and I'm like, okay, I can hear this person on this song. Let me try to get it to them. And that's how
I'm being...
Yeah, I want to know.
I want to know the Marion one.
The Marion worked on the Tiwa Savage remix called Get It Now.
Okay.
So what he did was he used my melody in certain part of his songs.
That's lit.
Because I love that video. They were like they're in the chicken shop.
But you know what's so mad? Even speaking about it now, it's like I don't even get too excited about it no more. I remember back then I'll be like, oh my days. But now it's like I feel like I don't know. I think I got to the stage where for me it's just work.
You don't get starstruck no more.
Nah, like
is that because you've got to a place where you sorry?
Huh?
Say all the names of the artists you worked with.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna get to that question. I was gonna batter him with like
I wanna know and the songs.
Who else you worked with? But I want somebody else to sort of bring that up.
I would like to know what other songs, if there are other songs that you wrote for Tiwa.
Just Tiwa, everyone.
Yeah, I just want the Tiwa one.
The latest one I did with Tiwa was on the album. I'd done a song Ole featuring Naira Marley.
Naira Marley, really? So I knew he was gonna say something that's gonna.
This guy, he's a Mali. He's a Mali.
It's rough. He's
stop me.
Ras guy. This guy's a Ras guy.
I did the song Hallelujah, which is a Celia's song.
Okay.
I did the interlude song Us, and I did Fuck With My Mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And then the latest one is the remix with Steph London. Can't let you go.
This guy. Oh my gosh, that brings the question. I'm so sorry for being like all over this. My question is this:
cool, right?
Yoruba. How do you feel about a non-Yoruba or a non-Nigerian using our language in their music?
Doesn't matter. We're using English.
I agree.
But English is a Nigerian
it's
language.
not our
use it.
language though.
And
It's not us. So you can't
Shit
complain.
too,
Same with the
I mean, you actually
patois.
can't complain, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's I just want to know what you're saying.
Same when
about
people
it.
use patois and them thing there. Like you can't be upset that someone's using your.
Well, I want for those people that use patois, man. Well,
Can I ask what of Adekunle Gold song you wrote that you're not on it?
I did Remember Me.
Oh,
Myself and Jay Warner, we wrote that.
Oh, Jay Warner.
And I did.
I know that. I love that song.
Young Love.
Okay.
Young Love by Adekunle Gold. Yeah.
you got a real like fan over there. I can't lie.
Let me stop.
In terms of like, he really likes your work. Like, I mean, we all do, but like,
I appreciate it, man.
I'm happy that you.
Yeah, songwriting is dope, man, because you get to like.
what are those names you can
create
say in
something.
terms of songwriting that will shock me, or it will surprise people to know that you said a few UK ones. I remember you said
Yeah, Swams.
Okay.
Agent Dino.
Okay.
Is that Pompey?
Pompey, Bally, Motorola.
Wait. These are crazy names. These are big songs in the UK.
These are like
No, these are like top
put some
20
respect to
tracks.
Moelogo.
Yeah.
It speaks
this
to
is
what you're
top
saying
20
as well
tracks.
as an artist, because those are tracks that aren't.
They're not. They're more like.
But you know what's so mad? The reason why I did those things is that I remember when people were saying a lot of rubbish, man. That them man can't deal with that. So I won't lie to you. I did it on wrong reasons, in the sense of just to show people that
It's a flex.
I can do this, but I'm not gonna do it for me. I'll do it for somebody else. And you that you're chatting shit, you're gonna be listening to this song, dancing to it, and then you're not gonna know that it's me that did
Your
it.
take.
That's the way to get out of haters, you know.
That's a big flex.
So I remember when I first met Swams, and this was after Like I was still in Nigeria then, and I saw it was blah blah. And I got to the UK and the Beat Freaks hit me up and said, you know what, we got this artist that blah blah blah. Swams said, cool. So we got to the studio. That's when I still met Cadet, RIP to him. And then that was the first day we made Pompey, literally. Pompey was actually meant for Cadet himself.
I was gonna say, it feels like
Because he was the one that did his verse first. I done the chorus and then he did the verse, and then obviously they gave it to Swams. I mean, the Beat Freaks made a Beat Freaks featuring Swams and blah blah.
So was it intended for you to be on the song, or was it?
No, I was
them,
just
man?
writing. Just writing chorus for Swams to sing it, and then that was the first time I said to him. I asked him, "Where you from?" He says Jamaican. I said, "Do people know?" He said, "No." I said, "Don't let them know. Just run with the African flex." Because I said Africans, once they think you're African, they're gonna love you, innit?
Yeah.
And the tonation as well. Just I had to show him how to say certain things to make sure that it sounds so African. You know what I mean?
Really?
I think so.
That's it. Because that African twang thing is popping right now. I see a lot.
Because every Nigerian will like, don't run my money, don't let me like when you know it's me, like it's a common thing that we all use. Kind of thing. So we did Pompey, that went crazy.
Yeah, that was a big
and I
track.
said to them, I said, trust me, I got the next one for him.
Yeah.
Believe, trust me. They said, oh, we don't know, we need to. I said, trust me. Then we did Bally. And
Another
then
banger.
that went crazy. I said, just keep the African thing going. Don't let them know, blah, blah. And then after that, we did Motorola.
Is that the one with Dappy on it?
Yeah, with Dappy on it. And then the last one I did with him was Mojo Jojo. So I done 4 songs for him.
Right.
That's nice.
Which one?
You've done more.
You done more.
You done more, bro.
What song's that?
The one with Noisy.
Freaky.
Freaky.
The
The one he did after he was doing clap for the NHS thing.
Yeah, that's the Freaky one, and then there's another one.
It was you that was doing Freaky.
Ah, this guy's catalog is
Freaky.
crazy.
Yeah, I did Freaky.
Why is this not in the document somewhere where we can just read off this
I
thing?
mean, I don't know, man.
Why is it not out? I said this about
There's
you.
another one's missing.
Ah, this guy's
Freaky. No, it's out. The one we did with Dappy. And with Pounds.
Oh, that just came out though. That's a new thing.
No. He did a song with Dappy and Pounds.
Our producer will search.
Yeah, Swams, yeah.
I think it was around that clap for the NHS period, wasn't
No,
it?
it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Because Clafford and Chains thing was when he did a song.
That's when he did Freaky Freaky.
Yeah, Freaky with remix with Noisy and what's on that song again?
Nah, your pen, man.
You know, your catalogue is...
Cross.
Do you feel like when these songs blow, is there a part of you be like, oh, maybe I should have kept that one for myself? Or do you feel like, you know what, it's out there, let me just...
Question Giddy.
The one I felt like I shouldn't have given out was London Town.
Okay.
Mr. Easy. Yeah.
Mr. Easy, London Town was your thing?
Yeah.
London Town.
He didn't even name Mr. Easy as well.
You don't get enough credit.
No, seriously.
Because London,
you're actually a legend, bro.
London Town is like a remix to the baddest, literally.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Production.
I can sing
and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
I can
so
sing line Trey songs. So yeah.
I remember when he played me the beat Feast played me the beat, and I said to them, bro, this is gonna go off. You know what I mean?
What's your take on that sort of getting awarded? Do you feel like you need that to sort of solidify your work?
I mean, like it's different people, man. You know, like you don't know what he's been going through. You know what I mean? So for him, that win was like, yo, this is for me, innit? Like, yes, I'm about that life. This is me. I'm the African giant. Blah blah. So I feel like anybody would be happy if you want a Grammy. And I'm gonna say to you, it doesn't define who you are. Saying that you're not better than or you're not good enough, but I just feel like it's just like someone just giving you, appreciating you, you know,
for what you've done. So that's something we're talking about you not getting enough credit. I don't think you get enough credit. Is that something you
from the list he just said? You're not getting enough credit.
Is that the pity? Like, do you want to do these things? Like,
I mean,
because in my career, I definitely want to win any award that there is in my career, in all our careers, right? So what is it for you that
I think it will come. For me, it's just about making music that, you know, touches people. You know, and I'm happy with that. Would
you want it to be for your song or for your song that you've written for, or it doesn't matter? It
doesn't matter because it doesn't matter, man. However I can touch people's lives, it's good for me.
Nah, you
the awards and that those things are, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they're bonus, innit?
So you're not so that's not something you're chasing. You just like I just want to put out my music and
because you start chasing those things and then you start tailoring your music towards that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. You start using the formula.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, I'm really glad we had this talk. And even when I was talking to you initially from Clubhouse to sort of get this interview lined up, it struck me where I said, let me just see what you say to it. And you said, yeah, I'm down. And for me, that's like your personality. So credit to you and your personality and the way I'm sure we're all vibing right now. It's all easy going. So in terms of like, I always say you don't, I've said this off mic as well, that you don't sort of I don't feel like you maybe grab onto your celebrity too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see myself as one. I'm just a normal human being.
This guy always works with Kerry Owen.
I get it, but I just see as like, you know what? I'm just blessed and grateful to do what I do. And people to see what I do or know what I do. So I don't go outside like I'm a logo. Like that don't mean nothing to me like, in a sense. So, you know, I still respect people regardless of who I am or not.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That party, you just came and started shaking all of our hands. Like, right, okay. Like, I thought I was the celebrity.
No, the question is now, I think your manager was saying behind the mic, what is coming up? What are they? What is the big? What is in the pipelines? I want to know.
Big. That is going to shock a lot of people.
It will shock us.
That it wouldn't, in a sense of like, they wouldn't expect it and they wouldn't want it to happen.
I want it to happen.
In a sense of like, how did he do it? Like, how is it him? Like, this is mad, but I'm just grateful, man. That's one of the miracles that I feel like, you know, God kind of. I was grateful so much.
Did it shock even you?
It did. It did.
It shocked him.
So it definitely will shock me when I find out.
It will. Not just the music, what's around it as well.
Okay.
So I was like, God, you know what? They turned me down for so long, you know, and you're gonna showcase me in a big level, and it's mad, you know.
Like even that Lion King thing, who knows if maybe that had worked, this would not have happened. So it's all
literally. So I feel like things happen for a reason. You just have to keep faith, man. I won't lie to you. There was a time that I lost faith. You know what I mean?
In God or your work?
In both. You know, in myself, I'm like, do you know what? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe you know. But when you have, you know, like my manager around me, people around me say, do you know what? You're just going through something called life, innit? and you can't give up. No, I'd rather know that I've tried my best than give up and be like, maybe I could have made that. Maybe that could have happened. That's the worst thing ever. Like, imagine I carried on. I would have, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful, man.
I think for all of us, I think it's the same as well in terms of like, no one's perfect. We're all human out, so we all go through that time where you might be down and out. I think you've spoken perfectly about having family, friends, believing in your work, and your work is definitely something that I feel like even that song Moelogo prayer, I'm sure like it will touch someone no matter what you say. Just like the way it's just been penned, I'm sure it will touch someone. And I listen to songs like that when I'm like in a mood. It's almost like gospel if you think about it.
Literally,
and it definitely touches people. So I just think that's lit. And I'm going to ask you to do stuff at the end of the interview, and you're probably going to say no, but I'm going to ask anyway when the time comes. If everyone got any other questions that maybe we haven't.
I've got one question actually. Back to what Andrew was saying. Like, let's say you found a formula that worked for you and got you all these recognition and all of that. Would you stick with it, or would you be happy that you found a formula that's not really representing you, but has got you this recognition? Or would you be happy with that? Just sort of be something that you're not, just to get a bit of more recognition, more fame.
For me, to be honest, I'm actually happy with the way I am.
Okay.
Because like I'm doing things the way I want to do it, not because I'm so big and people expect me to do certain things the same way. So I feel like God's timing is the best, man. I've learned that, and I've realized that it's real, man. You can't when you run too fast, you're just gonna fall. Like, just keep walking in it, and then. When it's your time, well, I always say this prayer to God: whatever is mine shouldn't pass me by.
Amen.
What's the next drop? What is it we're looking forward to? Is there something for the summer? Something we can?
Yeah, it's in the EP, definitely.
But you said the EP is in June, July?
Yeah, that's summer now. Like, that's like beginning of
release something.
So this is scene. Kid expects next single. What's the next single? So my Jade, Mix P.
Which one is it? Which one's coming up?
Or can you not say? You can't
say.
It's fine. Things
can change.
Andrew, come there. Okay, no worries.
But it's gonna be an amazing year for me.
Amen.
It's gonna like open more doors, and it's gonna be crazy, man.
Break down some more doors as well, man.
I'm really excited, man.
Do you freestyle singing? Like, do you ever like just go on the man, just be like, it's not like.
I won't lie to you, I'm not a freestyler. I don't. I like to sit down and write.
What's your favorite song to sing? That's not that's maybe a song that you think like this is a song I like to sing. It's not like one of your songs. Maybe it's what's the song you like to sing?
Damn. There's a lot of them,
Do you ever get writer's block?
Yeah, but then I sleep, then I wake up and I'm back to
normal. Nice.
I don't force it. Like, once I can't get the line, I just be like,
it's actually interesting because some artists they take something to try and write music or not that you just
literally I write based on emotions, feelings.
Okay.
Yeah. And he has a PlayStation. If you have ever seen the logo player, it's a white PlayStation.
I don't really use it. I swear to God. But yeah, man.
So I'm gonna go back to my question, if you don't mind me going back to it. What's your favorite song to sing, if you've got any?
I'll say Irity. I say Logos Prayer, Grateful. A song called Magic on the Magic EP. My City.
Those songs.
Those are the main ones. But there's more obviously, but
of course.
Those are the main ones.
To follow on, what's your favorite one to perform?
That's a good one.
Oh shit, baby.
No.
Okay.
Irity.
That's not our favorite one.
I think Irity definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like that song touches people.
Irity, translate for those that don't speak.
It means hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
I knew that. I'm just saying for you.
And what's so mad is that I feel like
hope,
every song I've made is like I've been prophesying. I said it right this time. I used to say I've been prophesying or something like that. But I've been prophesying a lot of great things in my life, but I didn't know that I was doing that. And just recently, you just see that your journey, that you know what, you've actually been praying for yourself. You know what I mean? So,
what advice would you give to someone that's obviously COVID is struck them and they're going through a difficult time right now, and they're saying when, what would you tell that person?
As in God, when, in what sense?
It's in terms of like when will things turn back around? They're sort of like in that place where they're maybe losing hope and losing faith, what do you tell that person? Just an individual out there right now. What do you tell that person?
Just get closer to God, man. To whatever it is you do, if you're a Christian, Muslim, whatever it is, just get close to your Creator, man, and then have loved ones around you that actually care about you. Just keep pushing, and we're all going through it. No one's alone in this madness that's happening.
Yeah,
just gotta keep staying safe and stay hopeful.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted.
Honestly, I love that.
I don't know if there's anything you want to get out of that we haven't got out yet. Because me, I'm super excited for like some of the features you've named. I'm like, right, when that comes out, I'm gonna be like pumping it in the car and just like listening to it. Because and that I'm gonna tell all my friends like, boom, like this come out, this is what we interviewed about, and hopefully, like, who knows, we might get some amazing clip from this that you can even use on your promo. Right? So no, we've really loved it. This has been let's have another question.
What you want more?
You can ask questions, cool, man.
Would you ever do a song with Nice, or have you done a song with Nice?
I've written a song.
Okay, which one?
For Nice and Tiwa, but it didn't make the album.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll make a song with him. It's someone I respect so much,
nice.
man.
I've got questions that maybe I've got 3 questions. Okay, 1 question, but
it's gonna make me have more questions.
What's your favorite R&B album of all time? What's your favorite Afrobeat album of all time? What's your favorite R&B group of all time?
My favorite R&B album of all time is in between Chris Brown and Usher, to be honest.
Confessions and...
No, that album, Fame, by Chris Brown.
Oh, really?
Fame.
Yeah.
Like every song on that album is mad. Like, it's crazy. And I was telling my manager the other day, like, see that Chris Brown boy, don't worry. We enter street.
Is that the one that's I should have kissed you?
Yeah, literally.
Yes.
Yeah, but Chris Brown's dope, man. Usher is the one that had the You Got It Bad.
8701.
Yeah.
8701, yeah.
Okay, favorite R&B group of all time? Women and men.
I don't really listen to R&B like that, so I wouldn't really know. I would say group would be, I'll say 112.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Nah, I respect.
Would have to be
SWV.
Yeah, SWV.
You still haven't answered that. There's still one more question.
Yes.
The favorite Afrobeat album.
Yes, I forgot I even asked that question.
I would say Adekunle Gold. Definitely. Yeah. Gold album.
Yeah.
Literally.
There's one song I love on there that was talking about his friend's wife.
Temptation.
That song.
Yeah, that song
bangs. I can't lie to you.
And watch out for his new album coming out, man.
I'm ready for it.
Of course, I saw him post a picture today at Adekunle Gold where it's like it is what it is or something. Is that something to do with the album?
Yeah. Is he you might not know, but
he can't give it away.
Is he doing Adekunle Gold? Is he doing AG Baby one, or is it going to be Adekunle Gold?
If I tell you, it won't be a surprise.
Okay, don't tell me.
Don't tell me. Shock you.
Let it shock me.
But yeah, the music is coming with what he's doing is crazy. Like,
are you on his next project? I
don't know.
You're asking very
I'm so sorry. I said I was rapping. I'm so sorry. No, we've had Moelogo, man. This has been an amazing conversation.
Appreciate it.
With everyone. I'm sure you guys enjoy it. Please, what you need to do for us, please subscribe, like, share, and Moelogo is going to do the same for us. We've been 1124 podcast. Listen on Spotify, watch on YouTube, and
where can we find?
You can get me on all social media, even though I'm not there right now.
Oh, cool.
On Instagram, Moelogo, Moelogo, Twitter, Moelogo, Moelogo, Facebook, Moelogo1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I've also just a bit about me. I used to be a stylist. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, bro. Love for that.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Come on.